All right, moving on to number 5. Tells you to solve the number story and to show how you solved it also. All right, so we want to show our work. Melissa needs to make muffins for the school bake sale. Each box of muffins is 65 cents. Can you picture that in your mind right now? If she buys 8 or more boxes, then they're only going to cost 58 cents each. This is like that sale sheet we were looking at the other day where she could get a deal if she bought so many. So if Melissa decides she's going to buy 9 boxes, how much money is she going to spend? Does she get the deal if she buys 9 boxes? Yep, because she just has to buy 8 or more to get the cost of 58 cents each, right? So what math problem are we going to do to solve this? What do we need to do to solve this? Bryce?
So what you need to do is so you're gonna do 9 times 65.
9 times 65?
No.
She gets the deal, right?
Oh yeah. 9 times 58.
Good. So remember, we talked about multiplying with decimals the other day. Make sure that you treat this just like a plain old simple multiplication problem. But then you're going to put the decimal in at the end. So 9 times 8 is?
72.
9 times 5 is? 45. Plus 7?
Equals 52.
45, 55, 54, 53, 52. You're right.
0 plus 5 is 5.
0 times 9 is? 0. Plus 5 is 5.
And takes the decimal down.
All right, so now this is the part where you're going to put the decimal back in because we know she's not spending $522 on cake, right? Cake mix. So or muffin mix, because there are 2 digits to the right of the decimal, you're going to make sure there are 2 digits to the right of the decimal. She's going to spend $5.22, and that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go on to number 6. We have to create an estimate here and compare some math problems here, okay? Number 6 has quite a few questions to it. Okay? Paige and Nyam bought shirts at 2 different stores. Can you picture this? They each bought a shirt, but they were from a different store. At Tees For Me, they bought 7 shirts. And then at Just Shirts, they bought 8 shirts. Together, they spent a total of how much? Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped a line, didn't I? At Tees For Me, they bought 7 shirts and spent 294 cents. At Just Shirts, they bought 8 shirts and spent $288, right? So at which store did each shirt cost the most? And how much more did each shirt cost? So Bryce, I heard you say we do need to divide. We're comparing amounts here too, right? We got to find out how much each shirt costs. So I say we come down and we solve the problem first. We need to come up with our number model with an unknown first. Okay? We are going to take our $294 and we're going to divide it by the 7 shirts. Then we're also going to take the $288 and we're going to divide it by 8 shirts. Now let me ask you something real quick. Let's just think about this for a second too. They only got 7 shirts and they spent $294. They got an extra shirt and they only spent $288. So which place is going to cost more? Tees For Me, because they got 1 less shirt and they paid more money. So we already kind of know that if we're going to take time to think it through, okay? The shirts are going to cost more at Tees For Me. We could even write that in right now. And the next one says they cost how much per shirt. we're going to have to do the division problem to solve it. Okay? So let's do 294 divided by 7. 7 can go into 2 how many times? None. So how many times can 7 go into 29 then? 4 times, Charlie, you're right. 7 times 4 is?
28.
Derek, 29 minus 28 is? Okay, what do I do next?
Check if 1 is lower than 7 and drop the 4.
Great. 1 is less than 7. We can drop the 4. How many 7s go into 14, Derek? 2 7s. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 minus 14 is nothing. And so the shirts cost $42. Is that right? I guess that's crazy.
I checked it.
They cost $42. I can never imagine buying a shirt for $42. At this store, right?
If that's right, I checked both of them.
So then we need to find out how much the t-shirts cost at Just Shirts so that we can answer the question. They cost blank dollars more per shirt at Tees For Me, right? We also know that the shirts are going to cost more at Tees For Me, so we can do our number model, start our number model with an unknown also. We could do 294 divided by 7 in parentheses. That's step 1, which we just did, right? We already know they're going to cost more than the Just Shirts place. So we could subtract that total of shirts from 288 divided by 8. And that's going to get us our maybe D for difference.
I already know the answer.
Okay? So 288 divided by 8. I'm going to come up here so that I have a little more room.
This is the equation with the 1, right?
Yep. 8 can go into 2 how many times? None. 8 can go into 28 how many times? 3. 8 times 3 is? 24. 28 minus 24? Derek says check 4 is less than 8. Bring down the 8. How many 8s can go into 48? 6 times 8 is 48.
I forgot how you got the 28.
Because the total was $288.
Thought you did it.
So $288 is the cost of the shirts altogether.
I'm talking about on the 294. How'd you get that?
The 294 because 7 times 4 is 28.
Oh, yeah.
See it? Okay, so 8 times 6 is 48. We can subtract it out. How much per shirt do you have to pay at Just Shirts? $36 each. So when we solve this number model with an unknown, I'm going to switch colors here. This is like saying $42 minus $36 is going to get us our total. What is 42 minus 36? Jaden? 6. Very good. So they are going to cost $6 more per shirt at Tees For Me versus Just Shirts. I think I'd be going to Just Shirts. Tees For Me is like the Justice of stores for girls. Okay, so then I'm going to scoot over here to the next page real quickly here. Oh, we had to do an estimate, didn't we? I'm sorry. So if we were going to check our work now with an estimate, we would simply take 294, let's up it to 300. 300 divided by 10. No, we're going to estimate up to the hundreds. I'll do our estimate in just a second. I'm going to stop our video.